Oh wait, why am I filming this vertically? What? My bad, chat. We're back. We're back. Today we're gonna be talking about my course that you could buy online. Do you wanna get rich? Spend $400 on my course and you'll learn how to do it in the next course after that. Once I publish it, come December 25th, 2025, you will be learning the tips and tricks on how to get rich, baby. My apologies, onto the real video. This movie I actually went into it completely blind. I'd seen one preview of it, and the preview that I watched, I want to say gave absolutely nothing away, which is how I love trailers, thank you. But honestly, it also did set it up to be a more questionable movie than I was originally, going in. I kind of felt like there should have been a level of questionability towards both main characters, but you really do. This is like a very traditional movie when it comes to who the bad guy is, who the good guy is, the sense of who is who throughout the whole movie. And in the trailer that I saw, it was like, can I trust this person? And it was very ambiguous on who the villain was. And maybe that was their only intention, going into the trailer itself and not giving too much on who the bad guy was. But throughout the movie, it was very, very evident who the bad guy was. By the way, spoiler, she dies at the end. So now we get into spoilers. The movie follows a young couple. One of them is actually not so young, which will be funny a little bit later. And they go into basically a cabin in the woods. Male protagonist, antagonist. It's his family's cabin. And throughout this, she has a friend who she confides with and is talking on the phone. We never get to see this friend ever, but it seems that she has some fears about this older guy being interested in her and her thinking that the guy has some sort of secret life, secret family that he needs to go away with. None of this is very explained throughout the movie, but you do get the sense that she has a very strong insecurity about her not being able to live up to some like girlfriend status. She just feels like a side piece the whole time. She ends up eating this cake, giving her mass delusions. There are portions of the movie that are real, that are spirits coming to haunt her. And then there are other portions where it seems real because there's no real break within whether or not she's dreaming or not. But they end up being dreams, but they're very hallucinogenic. As the movie goes on, it leans way more and more into the spiritual aspect of it when it comes to what is haunting her. It's not very much delusion. It's a lot more real entities messing with her. The boyfriend ends up needing to leave because he is a doctor and he has a patient called Miss Portnoy. She was in a coma. Doesn't seem like she's coming back. During this whole him leaving, a lot of more spiritual things start to kick up to like 11. She ends up getting haunted like crazy. So the boyfriend comes back. The main female character asks, oh, how is Miss Portnoy? And the boyfriend says, who's Miss Portnoy? Giving us all the clue that it's all a sham. It was all fake. She goes into a mass panic thinking that he went to go see his other family. He went to go see his other wife. Upset, she goes to the bathroom, the only place that she feels any semblance of safety because it's locked. He barges in saying, it's not really locked, broskies. I had the key the whole time. Actually, there's no key. It's not even a lock. He finally sits her down and says, listen, I'm going to grab your shoulder and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. You're going to die, unfortunately, because all these spirits that you've been seeing, they're real. And the reason I left is actually because I didn't want to see you die. Because I love you, because I have so much love for you that I want you to die like without me knowing it. I just want to leave. He explains the whole story. Him and his brother / cousin years ago, something like 200 years ago, found a woman who was pregnant, who would dance. That wasn't allowed apparently. They got their rifles and shot her. Throughout this whole story that he's telling her, you find out that the person that they shot all those years ago actually looks like the main female protagonist. And so he just, throughout this, is like, I knew you were different. I loved you and I just didn't want to be there when they killed you, so that's why I left. So throughout this whole explanation, She-Hulk herself is having a panic attack, crying on the couch. I thought her performance was really good. I actually really liked her in this movie. Personally, I was introduced to her through She-Hulk, which wasn't the best show. Was it absolutely terrible? No. Was it her fault? No. But anyway, she was crying, having a panic attack. It was crazy, it was scary. She was gonna die. She's getting this very calmly explained story by the person that is stating that loves her. She's saying, can I just go back to like not knowing you? Can we just go back to that, please? I don't have anything to do with this. And he's like, yeah, bro, like your heart rate is going to be 0 after this. I'm sorry. Don't remember exactly how it goes from A to B because I remember the man goes to bed and then she ends up having to run. I don't remember what starts chasing her, but it's a big chase amongst these spirits and her. She's trying to, not die, trying to climb up to the roof, finds out all these entities are on the roof already, ready to snatch her ass up. As soon as she gets there, she falls back. I thought she was gonna land in the river because it's very close to like a riverbed. She ends up, the screen goes black. We presume maybe she died. The guy goes to bed. Me. And all of this was very creepy. And it was really cool to see all of the practical effects that were being used. I'm never one to absolutely stray away from VFX. I think VFX can look very cool, especially when implemented correctly. The main spirit that was supposed to be the creepiest because it had like multiple faces, I think me and my girlfriend both didn't like that because it was just a really bad example of VFX. So that did suck, especially when they put so much work into all of their other practical effect spirits. But anyway, because she looks like the lady from all of those years ago, they kind of praise her as like kind of the mother. And so she ends up getting these like very dark eyes that you find out that the woman from all those years ago who died had as well, because she gave birth to, I guess, this like demon, and that's what these spirits are. And these spirits are like, whoa, she's cool, she's chill. So they gave her the power of apparently immortality, or at least to become one of hers. And so the guy chilling, because he thought he got away with it all once again, wakes up no longer immortal, starts to age insanely rapidly, losing hair, coughing up a lung because his lungs are over 200 years old. And he's panicked. He's like, bro, what is going on? I'm supposed to live forever. As long as I keep feeding you these women, I'm chilling. That was the deal. And then you cut to him being hung upside down, incredibly decrepit, old, losing teeth, can't even scream for help because his lungs are just so collapsed and old. When the woman comes out, the main protagonist, female, comes out and she says, hey, chill, it's okay. Just eat this cake. The cake from the original beginning of the movie says, just eat this cake. He's like, no, I don't want any. He's like, you're gonna eat it regardless. Might as well just enjoy it, okay? Shoves this last spoonful of cake in his mouth and then lowers him slowly into a vat of, it seems like honey. It's very molasses-like. I don't know what it actually is, but he apparently just suffocates in that and dies. And she's like an immortal / like entity at this point. And now her life has changed forever. And that was the movie. I thought it was actually pretty solid. My girlfriend thought it was pretty boring, but I thought it was good. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you thought of the movie. If you watched it, down below. Some things that I missed, or maybe some things that I got absolutely right. Just give me a pat on the back. Jeez. I know I haven't made a video like this in a minute. I've seen more movies. I don't know if I'm gonna go back and talk about all of them. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Peace. Like, my girlfriend made some banana bread.
Yeah, with 2 bananas.
All this bread from 2 bananas.